So we back with another video, and today we got your boys with the best jump shots in NBA 2K23. Today we're going to be going over every single category of builds when it comes to the guard, 6'4" and under, swings, 6'5" to 6'9", and the big 6'10" and up. We're going to be going over all this in one video. So we're going to be doing all that. We're going to be giving y'all the best jump shots for pretty much lower 3-point rating builds. We're going to give y'all best jump shots for spot ups. We're going to give y'all jump shots for every single thing that you can possibly want on all three categories. So yeah, if you guys want more videos like this, just make sure to like the video. Make sure to subscribe if you do. All that good stuff out the way. Without further ado, let's hop into it. Alright, so starting this thing off, when it comes to the best guard jump shots in the game, we're going to go over the basics. When it comes to releases, it's a lot easier, but first things first, let's go over the bases. Now, when it comes to the bases for guards, now let's go over the most popular ones, like the popular ones like LaMelo Ball, Stephen Curry. Now, people be going crazy in the videos or comments talking about, I don't see Stephen Curry, I don't see Stephen Curry. If you don't see Stephen Curry on the bases, that's because you don't have a 91 plus mid-range or a 91 plus three-pointer. The reason why I see it is because my build has a 99 three-pointer, so I can be able to do these videos for y'all. But yeah, Stephen Curry, one of the better popular bases, but that's one thing that's like really commented a lot on these videos. But yeah, those are the two most popular ones, I would say. Now, when it comes to the ones I probably would highly recommend for like lower rating bases requirements, Kyle Lowry is one that's very, very good in my opinion, and another one would definitely have to be Kevin Porter Jr. Now, Kevin Porter Jr. is another great one. Now, another thing that you can really do this based off of, I'm gonna be honest, you can find good bases. Just think of anybody all time that can shoot, and they'll probably have a good base. Like the Damian Lillard for right now, Kyrie Irving, Trae Young. Then when it comes to like all time, Steve Kerr, Steve Nash. It's a lot of great bases in this game though that you can utilize, to be honest. And then when it comes to like the little popular that other people use, like Trey Burke is a popular base because Tyson has been using this for years, but they have a better version of it, which is Allen Iverson. But Trey Burke dropped a little bit later, so it has a little bit lower requirement. But if you guys want something like that for guards, if you want something like that for Curry, there's something like that for Curry. There's an off-brand one for Curry, and that is Markelle Fultz. I gotta find it. Yeah, Markelle Fultz. It's pretty much the exact same thing as Curry. It just doesn't have the same attributes, but it's pretty much the exact same base as Curry. So if you want to have Curry base, but you don't reach the requirements, just go with Markelle Fultz. But yeah, like I was saying, you can go with any like 3-point shooting guard. Darius Garland is another good one. There's a lot of good guards that you can go with. But even if you go all the way to the back, you can go with like a Dwayne Wade, Trae Young, like I said earlier. But one that's very underrated is John Wall. It's really good for like lower 3-point rating bases and stuff like that. But we're gonna put the base that we're gonna test this out, or just to show you guys the releases, as Stephen Curry. Now when it comes to the best releases, I use Oscar Robertson. That's the release I use, and I use that alongside with Stephen Curry. But again, when it comes to these releases, you can go with a lot of different releases that would fit. You can think of, like, just like I was saying with the bases, if there's a person that can shoot, they're probably going to have a good release, like the Trae Youngs, the Damian Lillards, the Kyrie Irving, the Darius Garlands, all those type of players that like have really good shooters in real life. They're going to have really good bases and really good releases in the game when it comes to getting greens, stuff like that. But those are the ones I would personally recommend. But another one that's really good is Matt Thomas. That's really underrated that I like to use. I always go max release speed. If you didn't know, you get more release speeds that you can get. Or you get more release speeds on guards than you do on swings and bigs. Now, when it comes to the animation blending, I've kind of stopped basing this more so on the shot attributes. I kind of want to blend my jump shots more so to make it more smooth. So me personally, I probably would blend it either 55-45 Curry, or I would probably blend it 55-45 Oscar. I don't know. It really just depends on the player and stuff like that. It does depend on the base as well. So like if you use Kyle Lowry and KPJ, like I said, you're gonna have to blend that a little bit different. But the blends I do use 85-15, 75-25, 60-40, and then 50-50. Those are the main ones I do use on my go-tos for all my bases and all my releases. Alright, now for the swings. Now when it comes to the swing jump shots, it's a little bit more to go over. It's not so much worth or based off of people that can shoot as much, but you can do it just like that and still do people that can shoot, like i.e. the Ray Allens, like i.e. the Kyle Korvers. I would say the Ray Allen is the closest thing you're gonna get to like Stephen Curry when it comes to shot attributes. KD is gonna be shot attributes close too, but I think Ray Allen is actually going to be the closest when it comes to having a fast jump shot and everything else on said build. But forget all that, scratch that. Let's go ahead and hop into it. So when it comes to the most popular ones, LaMelo Ball with O'Shea Brissett. Now, O'Shea Brissett is not one I personally would recommend. I had to force myself to like that because of my team, but some people actually do like LaMelo, but I like LaMelo Ball less than I like O'Shea Brissett. So it's really on you how you really like it. It is popular for a reason. These jump shots are popular for a reason, whether it is lower like requirement, whether it's people just familiar with it since the first season, I don't know. But yeah, those are ones I would definitely have to say are some of the most popular ones. Now when it comes to the ones I personally would recommend, it's now no longer just 2, it's 3 now. The main go-to one has always been Kyle Kuzma. I don't really use this as much now, but this has been the kind of the go-to for majority of the year, all the way until pretty much this season. I always go back to this jump shot if I'm feeling like a little off, and Kyle Kuzma is always going to be green. It just is what it is. Kyle Kuzma, in my opinion, is the best total jump shot in the game out of everything in the game. The next jump shot I would say that I go to as a backup is Taurean Prince. Now, wherever his name is, if I can find it, if I can spell, but yeah, Taurean Prince is the one that I always go to as my backup behind Kyle Kuzma, but I have not been even using that like that this season. Now, after Taurean Prince, which is what I've been using this season, is Tobias Harris. Tobias Harris is the jump shot I've been using on pretty much all my builds for the whole season, and it's just been really consistent. Now, the thing is, I personally would rather a little bit like a notch slower, like somewhere in between this and Kuzma. Like it's fast, it feels faster than Kuzma, but the reason why I don't use Kuzma as much is because the jump shot timing changes. But if the timing doesn't change, every shot would be green with Kuzma. The timing changing is not as big of a deal on current gen as it is on next. I don't know why. I don't know if it's adrenaline boost or what, but on current gen, you only have to really worry about the standard bar going down and your jump shot getting slower. You don't really get those super duper fast timings out of nowhere for literally no reason. So I don't know what that's really about. I don't know if that's a 2K thing. I don't know what's going on. But it's been like that the whole year, and it's gotten significantly worse this season too, especially with Kuzma. But I think if I had to recommend any of these 3 the most, I would have to say Prince, but it is the slowest of the 3. Now, when it comes to other jump shots I can definitely recommend to y'all boys, I would have to say the Kobe Bryants of the world, the Jimmy Butlers of the world, who has been hooping in real life, the Caldwell Popes. It's a lot of them you can really go with. Vince Carter. It's a lot of them you can really go with. Gary Clark at one point I was even using a lot. But yeah, it's a lot of these that you can definitely go with. Those are just the ones I would personally recommend. And you can, like I was saying with Ray Allen, Kyle Korver, you can look at some bases. Even some people even use Rudy Gay. You can look at some bases like based off if they can shoot in real life to test that out for yourself. I'm not really that big on the 6'5" to 6'9" shootings unless they're Kyle Korver or Ray Allen, which are really, really good, but they also have really, really high requirements. But yeah, that's just kind of what it is. Let me put this joint to Tobias Harris because that's just what I've been using lately. And then let's go over the releases. Now, the best releases in the game, this is what I use on my Tobias Harris. I use Sadiq Bey and Oscar Robertson. I use the combo of both. Now, when it comes to the Taurean Prince, I actually don't use Sadiq Bey. I use Klay Thompson and Oscar Robinson, but I use Oscar Robinson as the one release. I don't use it as a secondary release. And it's probably the best jump shot I've used all year. So you may be like, why do you not just use that then? I really have no explanation for that. I just like being different. I'm not gonna lie, but it's something like this. But yeah, it's really fast. I'm gonna be honest. I really like this jump shot because I can get this jump shot off really easily, and it doesn't really give me a contest consistently. And that's something that's really important for me. And that's one reason why I like using Kuzma for so long, because Kuzma kind of does like an automatic fade. Now, if I don't know if y'all have seen the Jimmy Butler is a really, really drastic Kuzma where it does like a super duper fade. Let me show y'all just so y'all can see this. This is one reason why I just can't use it. Like, it's so wild. Like, it's super with. It's like crazy with it. I don't know how people use that, but yeah, those are the bases and releases I would use. Same blendings as I said for the guards. You can use that on the animation blending, and also always remember when it comes to release speed, always go max unless you just don't want to do that. All right, now when it comes to bases for the bigs, now I didn't really go over this for the swings, but I went over this for the guards. So if there's certain bases that you don't see when I'm showing you guys, it's probably because you just don't reach the certain requirement that you need. Like, see, for instance, for LaMarcus Aldridge, you need 86 plus mid-range or 86 plus three-pointer to be able to actually even see it. To even use it or even see it, you have to have that. But yeah, that's just kind of what it is. Now, when it comes to the bigs, I don't really have nearly as many. I don't have nearly as many recommendations because there's just not as many, and there's just not as many good and fast ones. But I will give you 3. I think the best ones in the game for bigs is definitely LaMarcus Aldridge. Kevin Durant is up there, but it's a little on the slower side. But LaMarcus Aldridge is definitely one I definitely can recommend. Chris Bosh is one that I always see people that use it, do good with it. But if you can't use either of those 3, I would say O'Shea Brissett. O'Shea Brissett is the closest thing you're going to be able to get to like one of those 6'5" to 6'9", one of those guard jump shots when it comes to be able to use it in a lot of situations. But a lot of people say that joint be brick for them. So the one I probably have to give y'all most is LaMarcus Aldridge. Now, the Thanasis Antetokounmpo is actually another very underrated one. If you don't like Brissett, I think this is a very underrated one, but the timing impact is very low on it. Now, when it comes to releases, I think the best releases in the game for bigs is Kelly Olynyk, Kevin Love, Dirk Nowitzki, and Tim Duncan. But the ones I personally would have to go with, I would have to go with Tim Duncan. I think Tim Duncan and Kevin Love are the smoothest, honestly, because I've been going more so for smooth, more so than like just like the stats, I guess you could say. But if you really do want to go for stats and smoothness, I think you do have to kind of put Dirk in it somehow, some way. It's just, you kind of have to do that. But yeah, if you want to go for more stats, you have to blend it even if you didn't go Dirk. But I'm going to be honest, I think I do rather have the love, the Tim Duncan love more so than the other way. I don't even know how you're supposed to blend this to even get this faster. But yeah, I guess you have to blend it more so to Duncan, but I probably would just keep it 50-50 to be real with you and just go like this. Now, the release height is going to be a little lower on LaMarcus Aldridge, so it is still going to be very fast, even though it only says A-. But it's, you know what I'm saying, it doesn't really matter that much that you don't get that high off the ground because, again, you are a 6'10" and up build to even be able to use this. So release height is not as important for these as like the 6'5" to 6'9", where it's kind of OP. Or pretty much just the guards. And some extras before we end off this video when it comes to swings I don't want to forget is like Eric Pascal's, the Scottie Pippins. There's a lot. I'm gonna be honest, the swings have by far the most bases. I think the guard has the most like options when it comes to like good, but I think when it comes to the top tier jump shots that people really do love, I think swings do have the most. But yeah, that's going to be the end of this video. If you guys do want more videos like this, just go ahead, like the video. Make sure to subscribe if you're new. I do appreciate all y'all boys that have been showing the support. Y'all been going crazy video after video. Like I said in a recent video, I'm going to start posting. If y'all seen the backup channel, I do have a backup channel where I post like actual gameplays, and I'm going to start posting those on the main channel after this next season. But yeah, I mean, that's just because due to 2K being dying out, I think I just got to mix it up a little bit because 2K is just not it right now when it comes to playing it. So we got to see if y'all are enjoying that. Nice. Y'all need to come out to the streams. I'll be streaming for y'all boys. If y'all enjoying that, that would be nice. I do stream on Twitch. So yeah, make sure y'all go there. I should be streaming on Twitch right now at the time of this video coming out. So if you want to come to the video or stream, go down to the link in the description and join up in that stream. But I do appreciate all y'all boys that did watch this video. If you did, make sure to leave a like. Comment down below to help the algorithm just to show the support. Subscribe if you're new, because if you're new to the channel and you watching this video, what are you doing? Hit that button. Turn on post in case you be the first to all the videos. Share this video to anybody that will help or enjoy. But without further ado, man, it's your boy Fitz. Out there, man. So I was checking my analytics. Even with 100K, we still have 80% of you guys not subscribed. I don't know what else I gotta do. Now, if you guys want to get more in touch with me, you can join the Discord. But how you watching my videos and not subscribe? Subscribe! It's that simple.
Tell them to bring me my money. Yeah!